Hi, I'm Nathan from the Ebook Reader blog. For this video, I'm going to do a full review of the Kindle Paperwhite for 2024. It's what Amazon refers to as the 12th generation model. So I'm going to talk about what's new, what isn't new, and then I'm going to give like a demonstration of all the main software features, show you how everything works and how to navigate the device. So the Paperwhite has a flush front screen. It's got a 7-inch screen now, so the screen's a little bit bigger than it was before, but the device overall is only a few millimeters larger than the Paperwhite that came before it. Still got the power button on the bottom, the USB-C port, so the design is mostly the same as the last Paperwhite, but it does have slightly more rounded corners now, and then the display corners are rounded as well. Still has the front light with warm temperature control, so there's also a couple of different colors available. You got the green and the pink, and then there's a signature edition available, and the colors on it have like this metallic sheen, and then the signature edition has a couple of upgrades, including wireless charging, an auto brightness sensor, and it's got double the storage space with 32 gigabytes. It's also ad-free, so if you get the ad-supported model, it'll show an ad on the sleep screen when the device is turned off, and then when you turn it on, you have to swipe the screen to get past this ad. So on the ad-free model, you don't have to swipe the screen at all, so that's actually the most annoying part of the ad-supported model. So you can pay Amazon $20 to get rid of the ads, or just buy the ad-free model to begin with. So let's talk about the front light now. So it still has the warm front light. It has a different look than the last Paperwhite. If you saw my comparison review with the previous Paperwhite, you might want to check out the YouTube channel for that. But it just has a clearer quality to it. I don't know, the text stands out a little bit better. Two of the main upgrades with the Paperwhite 2024 model is the contrast is improved. The screen has better contrast. The text is darker. And I think the changes they made to the front light kind of just helped the text stand out a little bit more, especially in lower lighting like this. It kind of just helps the screen look clearer. I do like the front light. It definitely is an improvement over the previous models. The camera doesn't really focus well in low lighting like this, but it's just sort of one of those things you kind of have to see in person. You also have the dark mode, so you can switch everything over to the black background with the white text, and then you can use the front light that way as well. And when you switch to that, it'll remember whatever setting you used for the front light last time, so it helps keep it from being too bright. You can also use the orange light with the black background if you wanted to. So they didn't really change a whole lot with this new Paperwhite, but the improved contrast and the nicer front light definitely makes for a more pleasant reading experience. So let's talk about the software now. This is the home screen. This is what you're greeted with when you turn the device on, but you can just stay in the library tab if you want to. This shows all like a bunch of recommended titles, like Kindle Unlimited titles if you have some. You can just tap on a book on the home screen there. It'll take you to the store. You can read reviews, whatever, do some research on the book if you want to, and download it from there. You can also access the Kindle store just by hitting this icon up here, and you can search the Kindle store that way. Then you've got the library tab down here, so it'll basically just stay in the library tab indefinitely unless you want to switch to the home screen, so you don't really have to view all those recommended titles if you don't want to. You got some different views here. You got this like scroll bar on the right. You can scan through your library and then use the arrows to go one page at a time. And then you've got the different views here. You got the grid view, the list view. If you wanted to go cover view, I don't know why they don't just call it cover view, but you can get the covers this way. And you got some different filtering options, like if you just wanted to view your comic books or Audible titles. So it does support Audible audio books. It doesn't have a speaker built in, so you have to use Bluetooth. Connect some Bluetooth speakers or headphones. You can listen to audiobooks. There's also this voiceover thing that you can do to like use text to speech that a lot of people don't know about. It's in the settings menu. So you got some other stuff in here. You got Goodreads integration. You can use it with Amazon Kids Plus. There's a web browser. You can do household sharing to share books among other people in your household. And then you got the quick settings menu up here to turn airplane mode on and off, and turn Bluetooth on and off, access dark mode, do syncing, and then access the main setting menu, and of course, adjust the front light. There's also this front light schedule with the warm lighting that you can turn on so that it'll automatically adjust the warm lighting based on the time of day, or you can set up different times for it to turn on and off and what level to use, so you can kind of control it that way automatically, which is pretty cool. The signature edition Paperwhite also adds a light sensor, so it'll automatically adjust the screen brightness based on the ambient lighting conditions. So if you hold down on title, you get some extra options here. You can mark it as read, you can delete it, you can even search or, go to different chapters or whatever, different page from here. So you got some different options with that. You can add, remove collections. So it does support collections if you want to organize your content into collections. So another one of the biggest changes with this Paperwhite is it's just faster than the last model. Page turns are zippy. It just like open up the dictionaries a little bit faster, accessing the menus is a little bit quicker. It's not a big difference by any means, but it definitely is nice with ink devices getting a little bit of a speed boost. Of course, you got the dark mode. One thing that's cool about dark mode on Kindles is it does invert the entire interface, your home screen, your library, everything, all the menus. So some devices that have dark mode, it only inverts the text, like in your ebook. So that's kind of one cool thing about Kindle is it inverts everything, so you can navigate your device without the lighter background. It's kind of easier on the eyes at night. Some people just like the look of it too. It's kind of got a cool look to it, and the black's got a deeper, darker color to it on this model, so it kind of stands out more. It looks good. So let's go ahead and open up an ebook, talk about some of the ebook features now. You've got the usual pinch zooming. So, as far as software goes, I don't think they changed a single thing on this new model. It has all the same exact software features as the last Paperwhite. So you got your different font choices, and what's cool about Kindles is you can use side-loaded fonts if you have your own preferred font types you want to use. And then you can also control the boldness and all these different font sizes from super small to super huge. So here's just kind of a look at the different font sizes on this screen. See how it lays out on a 7-inch screen. So I usually kind of like use 3 or 4 myself, but you got a good amount of options there. Then if you hold down on a word, it'll pop up the dictionary. You can also swipe over to a Wikipedia entry. You can change the dictionary as well. You can get different ones from Amazon. And you can come over and access Wikipedia. If you scroll down and you hit the Wikipedia link, it'll actually open the web browser. So the web browser on here is really basic, although they did update it a while ago, so it's like more functional now. I use the one on my Kindle Scribe to check out books from the library directly on the device, which is nice. It didn't used to work well enough to do that, but it does now. So it works well enough for Wikipedia. You got some different features. You do have bookmarks, and then there's an article mode as well. So it's not going to really do much for a Wikipedia entry, but like on an ad-laden website, it'll help get rid of all the ads and make it easier to read that way. So you can also increase the font size. All right, so back to the ebook features. Like I said, nothing has really changed in here. You have the same layout settings that Kindles have had for a long time. So you got these different alignment settings. This particular book, it's like forced left alignment as it is, so that doesn't do anything. You come across that occasionally. You got some different line spacings, different margin settings, and you got the different orientation as well, so you can switch over to landscape mode. One thing that's kind of weird on the Paperwhite is it always switches it this way, so you basically have to hold the large side in your left hand. I don't understand why they don't have it so you can switch it the other way, but that's just how it's been for a while now. But yeah, you can use landscape mode. It doesn't have the 2-column mode like the Kindle Scribe has. I really like that 2-column mode, but I guess with the smaller screen, it's just too small. But you have some different settings in here. You can put a clock at the top of your screen if you wanted to keep an eye on the time. And then there's this page turn animation setting that's been turned on this whole time. This is what it looks like without the page turn animation setting. It has that flash that kind of goes across the screen. One thing that's weird about landscape mode on Kindles, though, is it's only the book that gets landscape mode. So if you go back to the home screen or library, it's kind of weird navigating that way because it'll switch back to portrait mode. You've also got these themes where you can kind of just save font settings if you wanted to go from landscape mode to portrait mode quickly, or just change the different font types and stuff really quickly. So there are a few different ways to navigate a book. You can use the table of contents to jump around to chapters or enter specific page numbers. You can use this window if you swipe up from the bottom to skip chapters as well. View one page or multiple pages at once to scan through your book. If you hold down, you can add highlights to your text here, or add notes as well. You can use the keyboard to add notes to your highlights. And then anytime you add notes or highlights or add bookmarks or anything like that, it'll get added to your annotations list that you can access right here. And you can view it easily, delete it, or just sort of send it to your email as well if you wanted to export those. There's also a clippings folder on the device that you can access that stuff. Add bookmarks just by using the menu option up there, or if you could just tap in the top corner up here, you can add bookmarks as well. You just have to confirm with that plus icon, and then you can tap it again to jump around to the different bookmarks you have, and you can see a preview of that, jump to it. So you can run searches as well. You can enter a word like manually using the keyboard, or you can just highlight if you want to find like different instances of a name or word throughout the book, and then just choose the search option, and then you can search. Just scroll through your search results, and then it'll open up this window where you can go through the different search options using these arrows. One thing that's unique about Kindles is they do index all your books so that you can run searches quickly. You can do that from the home screen or from within a book or whatever. Up here in the menu, you have some additional options as well, like the About This Book. It'll open up this pop-up window right here where you can view You can like follow the author. You can like view other works by the author. You can get the book description as well. So if you maybe got a book and you didn't remember what it was about, you can check the book description from about this book. So a lot of Kindle books have this X-ray feature as well. It's kind of a unique feature to Kindle books where it'll give you different information about peoples and characters and stuff about the book. The Paperwhite also has the option to disable the touchscreen for everything but page swipes. So if you have your finger resting on the screen, it won't activate the dictionary and stuff like that. It can make it a little bit easier if you're having some problems accidentally activating the screen. So down here in the lower corner, you can cycle between the estimated reading time, show you what part of the book you're at, what percentage is left. So here's a quick look at a comic book, show you how it lays out on the 7-inch screen. Of course, Amazon's now got a color Kindle called the Kindle Color Soft as well. It's basically a Paperwhite with the color screen. So comics probably would be a little bit better suited for that type of device. But this is how they lay out on the screen, and you can do the panel view as well. If you got the comics through Amazon, usually they have that feature. You can just go from one panel to the next. So here was a quick look when I did the comparison between the new Paperwhite and the old Paperwhite. The new Paperwhite's on the left. The dark colors just sort of stand out more. It has that improved contrast. So images just sort of have a darker look to them with the black, and then like the text just stands out a little bit more. And I think the front light kind of helps that too. The changes with the front light just kind of helps the text stand above the screen a little bit more, not quite as washed out looking. Like I said, Amazon has the Kindle Color Soft now. I will be posting a comparison between this Kindle Paperwhite and the Kindle Color Soft. So check out the Ebook Reader YouTube channel for that. So that's pretty much it for this review. Check out the Ebook Reader blog, and like I said, the Ebook Reader YouTube channel for some more reviews and some more comparisons. Thank you guys for watching. Keep reading. Have a good day. Bye.